Hi, this video is a brief beginner's tutorial on operating your scoreboard via the Solid Remote app. In this case, it is our cloud-based version. The different sports codes operate similar to what you're about to see, but obviously there are different buttons and functions. So our remote app runs on any browser-based device, so you can use your phone, tablet, PCs, Macs, whatever you like. Go to a browser and punch in solidcontrol.com.au and you'll get a login screen. Once you've got that login screen, punch in the codes that we've sent you for your scoreboard and this window here will appear. If this is the first time you're using this device, your scoreboard's just been installed and the scoreboard's probably turned off, or it looks like it's turned off. It could be turned on. So to activate it, we go to the Settings tab. Down the bottom of the Settings tab, there's a pull-down window, and we've got these choices. In this case, try pressing Screen On from black and press Send. So the scoreboard's now turned on. Scoring is pretty obvious here. You just press points or goals. Press a couple of points here. You see there's a little bit of a delay. There's a 1 or 2 second delay sometimes because the signal is going from your phone or device to the cloud and back down to the scoreboard. I'll press a goal. The goal will pop up. Usually we would have set up some sort of eye grabber for the goals, which will be followed by your major sponsors. Now these major sponsors, or any of the sponsors on this system, you just drag into a Solid Sync folder, which we've given you details to log into. So this is also on the cloud. The advantage of that is if on a Wednesday, if you get a brand new sponsor, you don't have to wait till you get to the club to set it up or anything. You just access our Solid Sync drive and you drag that new logo into the drive. There'll be folders in there. One folder will be for ads. There'll be another folder for the home goal, one for the away goal, and some different folders as well, like for player profiles and so on. So scoring's pretty straightforward there. This app is based on a few tabs down the bottom. So we're currently in the scoring tab, the teams tab. It's pretty obvious here. You can type in a new team name here. You can also change those background colors we're looking at. Generally, we will load all of the teams in your league. So in this case, I'll punch in the home team name, Stonecats, and an opposition name, Dolphins. So if these names match clubs in our system or closely to those names in the system, you should see the logos pop up as well. Okay, so that's the teams tab. If there's no logos there, you can just punch in, if it's for a friendly game, the Dads versus the Suns or something, you punch in Dads here, Suns here, you change the background color to match the tops they're wearing, and you get stuck into it. The time tab, it's pretty self-explanatory as well. This one is for the quarters. You can count up or count down, so we'll make this a 10-minute game. Counting down, so 10. Press reset and press start. Now, being a cloud-based device, as soon as you press that button, the system records that time you press that button. So on the scoreboard, you might see it lose 1 or 2 seconds, but it is accurate to when you press that button. The manual siren down the bottom there is if you've got the Solid siren relay, which syncs in your siren to the system, then the siren will sound at the beginning and the end of the quarters. If it's a time on game, you press the siren manually with that button down there. You can also use that button to press it during the quarter breaks and so on to razz up the players. So settings tab, this is where a bit more functionality is. All of our scoreboards are different, so there's different variable spots here. We can punch in special codes to suit your situation. Up here it tells us which program we're currently running, just in case you're running the wrong one. If you're running the cricket app and you don't realize it, that's why it's not working. This just states the obvious. Scoreboard display. This, like our old system, has different layouts. So we've got score, ads, score, score 2, score 3 players. So I'll go to score here and press update. Now this is the layout we've set up for the club in the club colours, and with the allocation for that special sponsor box. I'll flick through these so you can see what they are. Ads, update. This is playing the contents of that ads folder I was talking about. It's got the little eye grabber in the beginning, and then it will flick to your ads. You can control the sequence of these ads, and if there's a special sponsor that he might want more ads to play. The next one down is ads and score. This is what you might play during the quarter breaks. So you can see the scores down the bottom there. Next one down, score 2. That is the display we showed before. And lastly here we've got score 3. In this case it's a junior club, so there are some grades that they don't want to score on the scoreboard for, like the under 10s and so on. So, but the time clock's still handy, so you can have the time clock on this and just run your sponsors. We'll go back to the main page there. If you want to add a message to it, you've got 4 different spots to queue up a message. So after you've queued up a message, you just tick the box. You can have a few messages running one after the other as well. Press update, and you'll see the message ticking across the top there. Okay. Also in this area here, this is where you can dim your screen if you need to. If you're playing a night game, you'll find the scoreboard way too bright. It'll be difficult to see it, it'll appear fuzzy. If you've got the ball over in that area, it's going to be difficult to see anything really, so dim the scoreboard down. Usually dimming down to 20% will do nicely. If you forget to make it back up to 100 the next day, it will reset for the next day back to 100. Clear score buttons will clear the scores. Clear all will also clear the team names. Log out is to log out of this device. Now send code, there's a few different preset functions in here. This is if you want to change to one of our different apps. It actually changes the app in the scoreboard. Okay, then you have to log out of this app and log in with your new codes. The cricket club will have different codes to the footy club. Now there's there's one layout up here I didn't click on, players. This is if you want to set up a player profile folder where you've got all your players in there, and it just flicks through like this. In this case they're just made in Canva. We've got some Canva templates if you want to use those, otherwise you can create your own, but it's pretty self-explanatory once you get into it. I'll go back to the scoreboard. Now there's also occasions where you want to play something special just for today. So there's no real reason to go and put some graphics in your advertising space and then move all your ads somewhere else. We can give you what we call S buttons. An S button is a folder called S1 for instance, and if you put a graphic in there or a few images, they'll play when we tell it to. So down here in the special send code box, type in S1, send, and today is the day that Gemma plays her 100th game. So we've preset a graphic up, and when she's ready to run out through the banner, you can press S1, enter, and this will pop up. Once you're done with that, you just press the score again, and change the layout back. That's, in a nutshell, that's the basics for this system. Our system's quite flexible, and some clubs will have different layouts to suit them. Some clubs will create their own layouts. Now, importantly, if you have any questions, press the thinking man up here. There's a few popular topics for the remote app and how to do things, but the bottom one is very important. We're working here on weekends from 7 AM to 7 PM, and the best time to fix an issue is when it's occurring. So if you get a problem, give us a call. Press the call support button. You'll see our number. If you're operating from your phone, you just press that button and it should call us. It's always hard to fix a problem on the Monday or the Tuesday when you couldn't sort it yourself. So please call us when the problem's occurring. Okay. Thank you very much for buying Solid. Enjoy.